The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be...
Looking to throw, it's Rourke. It's complete on the right side.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Offense gets set for second down. Release on the RPO. Ripping off a really good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Quick release by the QB.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Using the quick game. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking for a man, it's Rourke. He wants it all. Into the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go?
Breaks into the open. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The give on the option. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. At the 35, he's open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has him set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Dropping back, it's Rourke. Got his man downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
The give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
Quarterback on the keeper. He'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
Wants to throw. It's Rourke. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Slithers into space. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
1st and goal for the offense. He'll set up to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Trying to barrel in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Looking downfield, it's Rourke. Quarterback extends the play. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down to the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Baxter. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Now they'll run it to the right here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He wants to throw it. They're setting up the screen. Makes a man miss. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now this offense will take the field again. Looking downfield, it's Rourke. Quickly out to the tight end. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Wants to fire on second down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Back to pass on second down. Working that left side now. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback going to strike.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
They'll go back to work on offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Second down coming up. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Back to pass, it's Rourke. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down and more. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Might as well give it to him again. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Brings up second down.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Dropping back, it's Rourke. Throws to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Trying to punch it in. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Play action on 1st down. Find space on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Gonna look downfield again. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Rourke. Catch in the middle, it's Horvath. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Makes the catch. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
A completion good for the percentage, not good enough for the 1st down. Here comes the punting unit. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely Central New York.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Ross. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
And here comes the punt team. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Rourke. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Complete to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Shakes off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The screen, he can go. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Hunt is on its way. Secures it at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. He'll keep it himself. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Gonna run it. It's Horvat. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Looking to pass. It's Rourke. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Pulls it and fires to the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch.
Ready to try the point after.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Morris. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He leaves it with his back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. He's got him. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a first and goal.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Swings it out to the flat. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Just 3 points on 3 previous red zone trips. The idea is to punch it in this time. Trying play action. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on 3rd and goal? And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking for a man. It's Rourke. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Working the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, just taking care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. What a cut. Now he's loose. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The give out of the gun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Rourke. Looking for the score. He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Finding open areas. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Morris. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And here's the third interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Line getting set on second down. Using his legs, it's Horvat. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Turning it on. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on first and 10. The give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. It would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Gonna need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch it with the coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another